Amanda, thank you for coming on tonight. I just had a panic communication, the commercial break, with one of my producers, Alex, who said, "Be nice to her. I don't want to spell
Thank you.
On me." So I hope that you'll you'll pull back on your powers and spare our staff. What does this mean exactly, that you cast a binding spell on the president?
Binding spells are like any other spell, so they're a symbolic action used to harness the powers of the imagination and achieve a tangible result eventually. Yeah.
And what was the result that you desired?
Well, I desire that Trump stop harming people that I care about and instituting policies that also harm me or other people that I care about. So my ultimate aim is that we protect the people that we love from having harm done to them. But in the meantime, I think what's really important is that we create a sense of solidarity and empowerment within the people who are participating in the spell to galvanize them towards action so that they can feel empowered to make the changes that they want to see in the world.
Are you ready? Are you ready? I said, I'm going on a witch hunt.
Witches aren't an entity of the past. They are still common in many areas of the world, including here in the United States. The 2016 presidential election caused an uproar among citizens, particularly the witches. What we don't realize is there are still people who practice witchcraft in our society today. After President-elect Donald Trump took office, a Facebook event was created early 2017 to stop Trump from doing harm to the U.S. and potentially other areas of the world. The event was held in New York, and the witches who weren't in the area cast their spells in their own homes. The goal wasn't to harm the president, but to prevent him from causing harm on the country. The Salem witch trials began in the spring of 1692. They took place in the Puritan Salem, where their religion was held to high regard. A group of young girls began to claim they were being possessed by the devil, and they accused several local women of being witches. It was then that the witch hunt began.
Although it is a common belief that witches were prosecuted by being burned at the stake, only a handful were actually executed this way. Interestingly enough, there were no witches in Salem who were ever burned at the stake. Instead, they were mostly hanged, and one was stoned to death.
Life changed drastically for 9-year-old Abigail Williams when her father, the town minister, found out about her possession. The whole town became anxious, and the entire judicial system was flipped upside down. The tension rose when the women being tried as witches pleaded guilty. This is where the story really begins. Young girls starting at the age of 9 were beginning to claim possessions and accuse older women of possessing them. Salem became uneasy about the evil spirits, and a new judicial system was put in order to specifically try these women accused of practicing witchcraft.
The people of Salem were extremely religious, causing the witches to become and seem even more evil than perhaps they were. They all carried a sense of paranoia in regard to their religious beliefs. Their persecution was crucial to ensure the evil was rid of.
All witches in Salem were seen as dangerous and of evil spirits. Today, the stigma surrounding witches has definitely changed. This witch, who lives in Liverpool, would not frighten or harm others like those in Salem. This woman has not and will not be persecuted for her practices. We learned about how witches were prosecuted, whether it be fair or unfair. Now we compare modern-day witchcraft to spells and seances from the 17th century. Previous to the 17th century, witchcraft was misconstrued, and today it would have been considered something more along the lines of schizophrenia. Today we clearly distinguish between what appears to be witchcraft and mental illnesses. Witchcraft isn't a disease that can be cured from medication or medical treatment.
Witches throughout history were seen as evil and of the devil. Oftentimes people were mistaken for bad when their intentions may have been quite the opposite. Frequently, mental illnesses were regarded as witchcraft, and the confusion between the two cost some of them their lives.